And here is the Artist's Almanac for February 8th, 2018. It's the birthday of American actor James Dean, born in 1931 in Marion, Indiana. Dean became a cultural icon of teenage disillusionment and social estrangement through his most celebrated film, Rebel Without a Cause of 1955, in which he starred as troubled teenager Jim Stark. The film was a groundbreaking attempt to portray the moral decay of American youth, critical parental style, and explore the differences and conflicts between generations. Dean's father was a farmer, but decided to pursue a career as a dental technician, moving himself and his family to Santa Monica, California. By all accounts, Dean was very close to his mother, and the only person capable of understanding him. In 1938, she was suddenly struck with acute stomach pain and quickly began to lose weight. She died of uterine cancer when Dean was just 9 years old. Unable to care for his son, Dean's father sent him to live with his aunt and uncle on their farm in Fairmount, Indiana, where he was raised in their Quaker household. Dean sought the counsel and friendship of a local Methodist pastor, the Reverend James DeWeerd, who reportedly misused Dean into his late teens. Despite his tragic youth, Dean was an exceptional student, athlete, and gifted actor. Dean would go on to New York City to study acting with Lee Strasberg at the Actors Studio, and in 1953 was tapped by director Elia Kazan for the role of Cal in the Steinbeck film adaptation of East of Eden. Released in 1955, Dean's gripping and totally unscripted performance earned Dean the first official posthumous acting nomination in Academy Awards history. Dean quickly followed up with Rebel Without a Cause, also in 1955, and a film that would prove to be hugely popular. At 3:30 p.m. on September 30th of 1955, having just wrapped his third major film, Giant, Dean was ticketed for speeding on his way from Los Angeles to Salinas, California, while on his way to race his new Porsche 550 Spyder. And at approximately 5:50 p.m., a driver of a 1950 Ford Tudor made an unexpected turn across the highway. Dean struck the side of the vehicle at high speed, sending the Porsche tumbling down the highway. Dean was killed instantly. He was just 24 years old. Dean would receive his second posthumous Best Actor Academy Award nomination for his role in Giant at the 29th Academy Awards. It's also the birthday of arguably the greatest film composer of all time, John Williams, born on this day in 1932 in Floral Park, New York. With a career spanning over 6 decades, Williams has composed some of the most popular and recognizable film scores in cinematic history, including Star Wars, Jaws, Close Encounters, Superman, E.T., Indiana Jones, and the list goes on. Williams has been associated with director Steven Spielberg since 1974, composing music for all but 3 of his feature films. Williams composed the theme music for the 1984 Summer Olympic Games, Sunday Night Football, and served as the Boston Pop's principal conductor from 1980 to 1993. John Williams also currently holds the world record for the most Academy Award nominations of any living person, with a total of 51, earning his first nomination with the 1967 film Valley of the Dolls, and winning for the first time in 1971 with Fiddler on the Roof. Williams would go on to win for Jaws, Star Wars, E.T., and Schindler's List. When his friend and longtime collaborator Steven Spielberg showed Williams Schindler's List, the composer felt it would be too challenging to score. He said to Spielberg, "You need a better composer than I am for this film." Spielberg responded, "I know, but they're all dead." Williams has won 24 Grammy Awards, 7 British Academy Film Awards, 5 Academy Awards, and 4 Golden Globe Awards. In 2005, the American Film Institute selected Star Wars as the greatest American film score of all time, and the score is placed in the Library of Congress National Recording Registry for being culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. Williams is a recipient of the Kennedy Center Honors, the AFI Life Achievement Award, and has composed the score for 8 of the top 20 highest-grossing films of all time. Williams is still at work composing the main theme for the upcoming movie Solo, a Star Wars story, with fellow virtuoso composer John Powell as the main composer, and I, for one, can't wait. I opened the segment by calling Williams arguably the greatest film composer of all time. Let's get a second opinion. Alexa, who's the greatest film composer of all time?
Well, in my opinion, it's John Williams.
Well, there you have it. John Williams turns 86 years young today. Happy birthday, Maestro. Thanks for listening. Be kind, do good work, and until next time.